Hey y'all, Shaun Abbott here, coming to you live from ProMotion Studios in Market Square in downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm gonna play some George Strait here. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio, and everything that I've got is just what I've got on. When that sun is hiding that Texas sky, I'll be bugging at the county fair. And Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. Dayton, the South and Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. Lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. Yeah, I'll be looking for heaven, they pull that gate. Oh, and I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I've got is just what I've got on. I ain't got a dime, but what I've got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Hey y'all, Shaun Abbott coming to you live from ProMotion Studios, Market Square in downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm going to play a song I wrote with my good buddy Anthony Kesterson. This one's called If You Change Your Mind. Bartender pouring strong, got a broken heart tonight. See the girl across the bar, underneath the neon light. She said so long, walked out of my life. She'll be dancing with someone new tonight. He'll start by her drinks and get her feeling alright. So pull me whatever you got, take this heartache away. I can't help but look at you, look at him, like the way you did when I was your man. The way you grabbed him by the hand, say, come on, baby, let's dance. Wish you knew how much it hurts to see him take the place where I used to be. But you know I'm at this bar every night. So baby, if you change your mind, I didn't know how much I lost till I lost everything. Thought I had it figured out, I'll buy that girl a ring. But now it's all said and done. I can't help but look at you, look at him, like the way you did when I was your man. The way you grabbed him by the hand, Say, come on, baby, let's dance. Wish you knew how much it hurts to see him take the place where I used to be. Well, you know I'm at this bar every night. So baby, if you change your mind, I can't help but look at you, look at him, like the way you did when I was your man. The way you grab him by the hand, saying, come on, baby, let's dance. Wish you knew how much it hurts to see him take the place where I used to be. I'll be at this old bar every night. So baby, if you change your mind, baby, if you change your mind.
Welcome to the ProMotion Studios. Today, we're joined by Shaun Abbott. Shaun, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, man, thank you for having me here. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So you have stayed really busy on the local scene for the past couple of years. When did you start getting into music here locally in Knoxville?
Oh, man. Well, I picked up guitar at a young age. And from then on, I just started picking around different instruments. And when I graduated high school in 2012, I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I want to go to school and play music. And so I started taking music a little bit more serious. And about 2014, I started booking shows. And it was just history from there, man. I fell in love with gigging out, traveling, doing all the stuff that musicians do, man. Still doing it.
And you're lucky to have gotten out and you've played with quite a few bands. You've opened for quite a few big name acts. What have been some of the highlights that you're just like, man, I didn't think I'd be able to do that when I first started picking up a guitar?
Oh, man. Well, it's happened several times. I think one of the biggest moments was last July, I believe. We were in Leroy, New York, right outside of Buffalo, and we were opening for Travis Tritt.
Wow.
And I remember pulling up, seeing the 18-wheeler with his face on it, and getting up on stage for sound check, just looking back, seeing all of his gear there, and it was like, this is real. And it was something I didn't think I'd ever accomplish. And then same thing happened again back in May this year. I opened for Tracy Lawrence over in Virginia. Big stage again, and meeting him and talking with him, man, it was something I'll never forget.
Awesome. And just to have those kinds of opportunities, it shows how hard you've been working, because you play just about 7 days a week, right?
Just about, yeah. Sometimes I get a day off. I'm lucky,
But you write a lot of music. When do you find time to write in between playing the shows? Because you're playing like 2 to 3 hour gigs a lot of these nights.
Right. Well, top of that, being a full-time dad.
Yeah.
So I'll get up and take my daughter to school, and I may have an hour before my little boy wakes up. And from there, I usually try to write. After about 5 cups of coffee, hopefully something comes out. If not, then it's usually late at night, man. Probably about 1 or 2 a.m. I can find time to write. Other than that, it's just when I can squeeze it in.
And do you find that kind of influences the kind of music that you write? Just having all of that, being able to do it when you squeeze it in, does that kind of shape your songwriting process?
I mean, I never really had much of a process. I've tried different ways. You know,
Right.
People are like, drink some whiskey, open your mind a little bit. I've done a little bit of everything, but I think the most successful way to write music for me is to just sit down and think what's real, because I want to make music for the working folk out there, like all the hardworking people, real life stuff. I don't want to sing about something that's just, it's not me, and it's just, fake, I guess you could say.
Don't put on airs.
Yeah, exactly. So I just try to make music that's real, that for one I can feel, but I also want other people to feel it as well. I want them to be able come over to a show and just leave with something, like, oh, I love that song, and then they find a time in their life where they can put that song and piece it together with it. So,
Well, and you mentioned earlier when we were speaking, you've taken a lot of influence from the '80s and '90s, and obviously Travis Tritt and Tracy Lawrence were big influences on you as
Right.
well. What do you think of the current state of country music songwriting?
There's a lot of great writers out there still to this day. My favorite artist of all time is George Strait. So obviously I'm a huge Dean Dillon fan. Dean Dillon has written so many hits for George.
That's actually my cousin.
Oh my gosh! Well, you hear that? It's his cousin. We're going to talk later after we
Yeah.
get off this camera. But no, modern songwriters. You got Red Akins, you got Dallas Davidson, and you got a lot of other folks that's written some 2000s hits like Clay Mills and people like that I look up to. And it's I don't know, man. I think it all is what you make of it, because you can hear a song. Somebody writing a song with just an acoustic guitar and them, and they're singing it. Well, you could take that song, you can make it sound as country as you want, or you can make it sound as poppy as you want it. But I think it's just however you present it, man.
Right.
I'm not down talking any modern stuff.
You can
And-
write by committee and still write an honest song.
Exactly, yeah, and that's the way it's always been, I believe.
Mhm.
But like I said, I'm not talking down any new stuff or anything like that. It's just whatever makes you happy, do it. I'm doing what makes me happy, and that's playing country music that I love.
Right on. And you've had a lot of releases out, and you've got new music on the way as well.
Yeah, we're actually heading to the studio here in a couple of days. We're getting some new stuff out there. First time in like 3.5 years. So feels good to get back in the studio and get back to work. As soon as I get done with that, I have to go back to my other job, just playing music every day.
Right on.
So
the songs that are coming out, is it going to be an EP, full album?
I think we're going to release a few singles first and go from there. These songs that we're about to release, these mean a lot to me, and these are a little bit more of my inner songwriter versus, I'm not writing, these are not good time, let's raise a glass and drink, go out partying songs. But these are more of songs that mean a lot to me and just what I believe in. Actually, one's about my wife, and I wrote that song last year before we celebrated 3 years of marriage, and so and the next one is a surprise. So
Very
the
cool.
next one is probably one of my favorite ones. I've done.
So about 3.5 or 3 years or so since your last big release, and building a family and everything since then, being able to get back in the studio, obviously those songs are going to reflect that.
Exactly, yeah. I think I have more of a meaning when I go back into that vocal booth. I got some different thoughts to think. I got a little boy now.
Singing for something.
Exactly, yeah. Just not going in and be like, well, the people like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of, this is me. I hope you guys enjoy it. This is what I love doing. This is what I love singing about.
Absolutely. Well, what's the best way for people to reach out and get a hold of you if they want to book you or if they want to get new music?
Yeah, definitely. Well, check me out on Facebook, Instagram under Shaun Abbott Music. And you can check me out on Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, wherever they're streaming. It's all on there.
If you're looking him up, like capitalize Shaun. It's like big bold letters, Shaun.
It's easy to remember.
Easy to remember. It's impactful for sure. And new music on the way, so stay tuned. Follow him on all the socials. Download some of that music. And until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. That way you don't miss another ProMotion Line session.